Dubai, the Emirates of hustle and bustle, hosts some noteworthy events that add the much-needed excitement and color to our life. Namaste, salam, sat sri akal, main hu Shamali, and today we are at Rixos, the Palm. Karte hain shuruaat by checking what's trending on the social media in our section, What's Buzzing.
Our first story on What's Buzzing, as always, is the talk of the town. Tahir Shah, when releasing his album, did not expect this overwhelming reaction to his song Angel. People across the border in India and Pakistan could not just help but react to his great song. Indian cinema celebrity Twinkle Khanna could not help but comment to this render. This song has been shared, liked and commented numerous times.
Dearest creation by God, heaven on earth, mankind's angel, lonely for you, like an angel, your love is mine, true angel.
The social media was in spotlight yet again when an Indian sports star reached out to the Ministry of External Affairs of India for help. The passport of Abhinav Bindra's coach got stolen in Cologne while en route for the Brazil World Cup. Abhinav Bindra lost no time to reach out to Sushma Swaraj, the Minister of External Affairs for India, to provide immediate assistance to the coach, but with one condition, that he would bag the goal for the country. Abhinav Bindra assured that he would do his best. This tweet was liked and shared by many.
A stressful week calls for some light moments, and what more can you ask for if you can sit back and relax with your entire family and just laugh? Well, Dubai recently witnessed an event called Comedy Night, which had duplicates of almost all the celebrities from Indian cinema with their hilarious acts. Well, let's go and see how they tickled everyone's funny bone.
नमस्कार दुबई, मैं हूँ VIP यानी कि विजय ईश्वर लाल पवार। हाय, दुबई में काफ़ी दिनों के बाद आया हूँ और ख़ास करके मैं पैशन का बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ। पैशन एक ऐसी चीज़ है, बल्कि मैं मेरे पैशन की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, एक कंपनी की बात कर रहा हूँ। वो एक नहीं दो नहीं कई चीज़ों में जुड़े हुए हैं और जो आज एक शो कर रहे हैं मेरे दोस्त के हुए और संतोष हुए, ऐसे काफ़ी लोग जुड़े जिनके नाम मैं लूँगा तो सुबह हो जाएगी, क्योंकि एक दो नहीं है, बहुत सारे लोग हैं यहाँ पर। और सबसे बड़ी बात यह कि ये हर एक इंसान को इम्पोर्टेंट समझते हैं, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, यानी कि विजय VIP नहीं है, सबको इम्पोर्टेंट, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट समझते हैं। तो ये बहुत बड़ी बात है एक कलाकार के लिए कि मेरा इनके साथ जुड़ना है। और मैं अकेले नहीं हूँ, मेरे साथ नाना पाटेकर साहब आया है, जूनियर, असली नहीं आए हैं। असली आते तो पता नहीं अभी क्या करते, यही करते का अच्छा लगता है, वो भी आएंगे, ज़रूर आएंगे। लेकिन बहुत खुशी का महसूस कर रहा हूँ कि मैं पहली बार इस रंगमंच में जब आया हूँ, तो पहली बार नहीं हूँ, काफ़ी बार आ चुका हूँ, लेकिन अब फर्स्ट टाइम जब से बना है पहली बार आया हूँ, तो बड़ा अजीब सा जो पहले फील करता था, अब एकदम अंदर से खुश हूँ कि अब करूँगा कि नए ऑडिटर में। तो दुबई वालों, माँ कसम मैं आ चुका हूँ, चुन चुन कैसा आऊँगा, चुन चुन कैसा आऊँगा, बसंती वो बसंती ऐसे। पहले मैं VIP बस आप सभी को कहूँगा कि बस कुछ ही समय बाकी हमारा शो शुरू होने वाला, और नर्वस भी है हम लोग थोड़ा सा, क्योंकि क्या होता है कि जब आप काफ़ी साल के बाद आते हो तो आपको लगता है कि क्या चेंजेस हुआ होगा, कैसे लोग क्या चाहेंगे कुछ। तो मैं तो तैयारी में आया हूँ, बस आप लोग तैयार है तो देखते रहिए जी कनेक्ट।
वेलकम दुबई। दुबई में आके बहुत अच्छा लगा है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर मुझे इस पैशन ग्रुप ने बुलाया हुआ है, जिसके ऑर्गेनाइजर है के जी और संतोष कारंडे जी। उनके वजह से मैं यहाँ आया हूँ और फर्स्ट टाइम मैं दुबई आया हूँ, और यहाँ के ऑडियंस मुझे मुझे एयरपोर्ट पे ही मुझे पता चला कि कितना प्यार करती है। और आज सुबह से बहुत लोग पैशन ग्रुप के आके इतना प्यार दे रहे हैं कि ये सोच रहा हूँ, नर्वस हो रहा हूँ कि शाम को उनको कितना लाफ्टर दे पाऊँगा। इसलिए एक शेर अर्ज करता हूँ, हमें तो अपनों ने लूटा गैरों में कहा दम था, हमें तो अपनों ने लूटा गैरों में कहा दम था, मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड मुझसे चिपक गई क्योंकि फेविकोल कम था। ये हिंदू का खून या मुसलमान का बता, इसमें हिंदू का खून कौन सा और मुसलमान का कौन सा? साले बनाने वाले ने इसमें फर्क नहीं किया, तू कौन होता है फर्क करने वाला? भगवान का दिया सब कुछ है, दौलत है, शोहरत है, इज्जत है। इसीलिए दुबई आया हूँ आप लोगों का प्यार पाने के लिए।
This is the nicest thing to happen in Indian auditorium. Well, this is a comedy musical night which we were planning. The team is here. This is Frame Colors, this is the passion we have, and this is the exam. So we all work together, and we had a thing in mind, like let's have something related to the comedy. And that's how we planned together, and we said, why not we get VIP, one of the finest Bollywood comedian. He's called the Badshah of comedy. He's called the mimicry top artist.
And surely we have put in a lot of efforts, and I'm very much sure this show is going to rock, because your efforts never goes in vain. God is always there. And Frame together with Passion and Axon, I'm sure it's a special evening coming tonight. Thank you very much.
If you enjoy watching the show, then trust me, being a part of it is even more fun. If you think you have it in you to stand next to me and anchor the show, then we'll be holding auditions soon at the BITS Pilani Dubai campus between 18th and 21st April. Well, time now for a quick break. We'll be back only on Zee Connect. Thank you very much for joining us once again. Well, I'm sure all of us have heroes in our lives that we look up to. पर हम सब ने कभी ना कभी तो सोचा होगा कि काश हमारे पास भी कोई सुपर पावर होती. Well, Dubai recently hosted some real-life superheroes like Superman, Batman, Spider-Man and Captain America at the Comicon. And if you missed it, well, worry not, we have your back. Coming up next is Comicon only on Zee Connect.
So I haven't dressed up as any favorite character, so I made my own character, more or less. My favorite character is Luke Skywalker because he's one of the original last Jedis of the series. And I really like Star Wars because I grew up with it as a child and I saw it on cassette. That's how far I've grown up and I've seen it. And we just had Star Wars 7 last year. I remember a Comic-Con back 5 years ago when it was a very humble event, very small event. Like the geek culture wasn't that popular as well. And like if you can see for yourself right now, like it's become a massive venue and it's a yearly pop culture event as well. And I think that this is going to get bigger and better because a lot of movie cultures we see now is all geek related. We see a lot of Marvel movies coming out. So I think that this is an event that's going to keep happening on every year.
Back in 2012 when we first started, people didn't understand what this whole Comic-Con phenomenon was about. When we would go to people to say, hey, come here, support us, etc., they would be like, what are you talking about? What is Comic-Con? You want to bring comics here? You guys are crazy, The beauty we feel of Comic-Con and what a lot of the fans have told us as well is that there's something for everyone over here. You don't have to be the biggest fan in the world for any genre, for comic books or for TV or for film. As long as you want a really, really unique and fun weekend out, this is the place to be every year because we have an indoor zip line this year. You know why? Because it's fun, because it's exciting. It's something that people don't do very often and it's in a safe environment. We have, great artists. We have some of the best celebrities from around the world. We have a selection of 13 F&B outlets outside. We've got a main stage with musical performances. There's just so much going on. You can't even see it all in one day. You know, there's that much. So if you come here, you will happily spend many, many hours and have an absolutely great time.
From Fairy Art Parents, their pens. Actually, it was a backup costume, so I had the wings, and then my other costume broke, so. And it turned out well. It's so cool. Like, I don't feel out of place because like there's other geeks doing it, so I feel in place. I'm at home here.
So for any Whovians out there, it's a Doctor Who character. I'm an evil killer.
I'm the Barbarian Queen from the Clash of Clans, very popular game. And I chose it because it's a strong female warrior character.
People's costumes are great, really great. That's the best thing, looking at what people have done. And so many people have made their own stuff, really great.
Yeah, there's great energy in the room and everybody coming up and asking for pictures and getting pictures with other people with their great costumes. It's been really fun.
I came here from Oman, so it's fun, it's good fun. I'm not sure, I didn't know quite what to expect, so.
I chose it because I like Superwoman and she's cool. I'm a Hawk Girl from Justice League. I chose it because it was a really cool costume and thought it'd be fun. I didn't cosplay last week. I was dressed as the character from Assassin's Creed. There's a lot of things different. They changed the venue, so it's really cool. Like, it's a different hall.
I was always a good girl. Like last year I was Leia, and the year before that I was Wonder Woman. So I just wanted to be a bad guy once, actually bad girl. So this is my preference. And I like green. Green is my favorite color.
No, I've been coming to this Comicon ever since it first opened. Well, this year it seems a lot more flashy, there's a lot more stuff. I mean, I remember the first Comic-Con, which was down by in the marina, tiny compared to this. I mean, this year it's really got like everything from all the new stores, the comic cave, the TVs, all that stuff. Always be a good man in here, no matter how strong you are on the outside.
Guys, come watch Comicon on Zee Connect.
From superheroes to sportsmen, these are the heroes from the world of football who teamed up to represent different clubs competing for the Sheikh Hamdan Bin Mohammed International Football 2016. Well, there was loads of action with some nail-biting finish. Let's take you there.
Really, we have a different aim to host such a tournament. One of the top aim for us is to improve the youth and youth sport among our club by hosting such international tournament.
As you know, the tournament is under His Highness Sheikh Hamdan Bin Mohammed, the Crown Prince of Dubai, and President of Dubai Sports Council. We would like to welcome Zee TV in this tournament as a partner, also a coverage partner in this tournament. The aim about this tournament is the interacting the local player with the international player. So as you know, Dubai is multicultural nationalities. That's why Dubai Sports Council is would like to invite teams from international players, international countries to participate in this tournament.
Normally, it's a pleasure to be in this tournament because it's holding Sheikh Hamdan Bin Mohammed. And actually, of course, I feel good because we are participating with international teams. So I think it's a good experience for us. My club, it's Al Ahli Club. It's the biggest team in UAE. Al Ahli Club, it's first club holding the league, first club holding the club championship, first club also holding the first professional league. So my club, it's big club.
Time now for a quick break, but once we are back, we have some very delightful news for the foodies out there. So stay tuned to Zee Connect. Thank you for joining us once again. Not many people know about Malaysian cuisine, which is actually very rich in taste and has some tantalizing options both for the vegetarians and non-vegetarians. Well, Zen Productions will soon be launching Foodaddict, a show to create awareness about Malaysian food here in Dubai, and it will soon launch on Zee TV Middle East. Let's take you to the launch of the show.
Thank you very much for joining us on this grand evening today for the launch of the TV show Foodaddict, produced by Zen Productions. Foodaddict aims to introduce the Malaysian cuisine to the Middle East audience in a very unique way. May I please request the anchor, producer and director of Zen Productions, Ms. Zinofa Fatima, to speak to us on a few words about the show.
Dear friends, respected dignitaries, invitees and esteemed media, thank you for being a part of this great moment that features the launch of my very first production, Zen Productions Foodaddict. Foodaddict not only reflects my passion for good food, but also spreading a message of good health and fitness.
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for making us appear in the light like magic. It's been that sort of a lightning trip for us. I've always been confused about what a food addict is. Why would they call somebody a foodie? And then I defined it to myself, saying that a foodie is not necessarily a glutton, but somebody who enjoys different kind of cuisines and looks to excite himself with the meals that he has 3 times a day. So when I got invited by Zen, I was extremely excited because I have been to Malaysia. I have stayed there for extended periods of time, and I'm very familiar with the kind of food there.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all comfortable and feeling very good. You look very relaxed. And not very familiar with the Malaysian cuisine, but Jennifer, my dear friend, just sort of enlightened me that satays are Malaysian, which I always thought that they were Indonesian. So I think Foodaddict will definitely clear a lot of doubts for people like myself who are not familiar with the Malaysian cuisine. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Well, initially when they said, I used to love Malaysian cuisine. For me, Malaysian cuisine is from Kerala, because all my Malu friends, they used to make this fantastic food at home. So I used to always tease them and say they're Malaysian. So now this is Malaysian, and like they mentioned, Malaysian food is, I love the spice they incorporate into their foods. And for me, food is an important element. I don't live to eat, but at the same time, I enjoy the nuances of food.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for having me here. Most of my colleagues here sort of summed up their feelings for food. And it's very, very pertinent that we should invest in, better food.
evening, everybody. And I wouldn't say that this would be a different show. It sounds very cliche, but I'm sure it's going to be a very entertaining show. And I think a lot of us like the way food is presented, and I'm sure Zen would do a great job in presenting the show very well. Enjoy the evening, and we all look forward to the show. I'm sure it's going to do very well.
Malaysian cuisine has deep variations because of our multicultural composition of the populations. We have the Malays, of course, and the Chinese and Indian influence. There's also Arabic influence as well. And lately, of course, Western influence together. So all this mixed up into very interesting combinations of food you can have, and a very interesting choice you have there.
Foodaddict is basically, it's a journey to good food and great health. And good food in the sense we are focusing on the Malaysian cuisine. So it'll be full of the Malaysian cuisine. We have 8 episodes. So I think we are the first people to focus on complete 8 episodes in the Middle East.
I think it's a lovely new concept. The whole idea of having fusion food is nice because it connects cultures and different places together. Primarily, in this case, it's not only Malaysia and India, but it's also the UAE. So that's a really nice step forward where people and food can connect and get together. And it was a lovely platform to see so much of that happening today. So I liked it.
I think this is a very good signal because everybody wants to connect. Food is the connection and food is the sharing happiness. So they are doing very good job, and I believe completely eat better, feel better. Food brings the happiness.
Very good actually. The launch was all about the Malaysian cuisine, and they're going to start and launch the channel, the program about food, and I think it will be very good. People will get, in Middle East and UAE, people will get more awareness about the Malaysian cuisine because, and you know, here multicultural place, it's multicultural place, so people will get to know more about this Malaysian cuisine, more about this through this program.
This week's episode of Zee Connect. Do write into us with your feedback on our Facebook page or on our Twitter page, and in case you happen to miss any episode, worry not. Just log on to YouTube and type in Zee Connect Season 5 and we'll be right there. And of course, if you think there are any wonderful stories out there that you think we should cover, do let us know and we'll be more than happy to feature them here on this show. As for me, I promise I'll be back next week with some more exciting stories that you should know about. Until then, this is Shamali saying goodbye.